Hello, this is dr.ceevee. I'm the founder of Prayana Collective and a success coach for women. Do you know what is the right age to start any business or any venture? Of course, people think that it is maybe in the early 20s or maybe, even teenage 20s, 30s. People think that reading news about college dropouts becoming big billionaires, raising funds of millions. Many people, especially women, think that their age is a barrier when it comes to starting up. I have listened to women telling me in the age of 50s or even late 40s, thinking that, oh, I am already old. What am I going to do? What will happen to the business, if something happens to me? Or what my business, I don't have the energy to run my business. Probably I should have done this when I was in 20s. The only answer I have for such people is that if you don't start now, you will die with a regret that I couldn't do it 20 years back. Okay, now look at the average age of human span. Human average age span these days is above 70, right? So if nothing else happens, you are expected to, any person is expected to live at least around 70, 75. In many cases, it is actually increasing. The longevity is definitely increasing. And you can live even more than 80s and 90s. So somebody who is right now in 50s thinking that I am already about to retire, and should I do this? Should I start a new venture? My only answer to them is that you still have another 40 years if you retire right now. And what are you going to do with that 40 years? Okay. You completed maybe 50 years, but you still have another 40. Do you want to live those 40 years thinking that, okay, anytime I can die, cribbing, looking at the neighbors, giving a negative vibe to everybody who you see? Or do you want to live that 40 years with a positive energy, thinking about doing what next you can do in your life, waking up every morning with a positive energy, interacting with wonderful people, interacting with youngsters, getting their ideas and getting their energy, doing all that? Do you want to do that? You can choose. Okay, so uh, the point what I'm trying to convey is that age is never a barrier to start something if you decide to. Okay, now don't even think that I am already 50, I'm 55, should I do this, should I start this, am I worthy of this, or can I do this? Keep aside all that thoughts. In fact, world over, several research studies have already confirmed that the best age, or rather the most successful entrepreneurs across the globe, if you study their age, they are either in their 40s. In fact, they are in their mid 40s. The best age to start or even be successful in enterprise is when they are in the mid 40s. Now, there is a reason behind that. You can even look at it logically. It makes more sense for them to venture into a business after getting a considerable experience in a particular domain. Somebody who is starting a business in their 40s would have already completed at least 10 to 15 years of domain experience in any particular field, right? So that domain experience and career experience actually gives them the confidence and come out with a very innovative solution to some problem that they are trying to solve through their venture, right? So somebody who is in their 40s are definitely coming with a great experience as a great resource into your business, into the business. Plus, they also have built a considerable network of people and resources that can add value to the business, right? So basically, I would say that someone who is actually starting a business in their 30s, late 30s or 40s or even 50s is more has more possibility to become successful than a college kid who is trying to experiment with a startup idea. I'm not saying that college kids do not become successful. There are great stories. All the poster boys of startup ecosystem today, including Mark Zuckerberg, has been once upon a time a college kid, and they dropped out of even prestigious colleges, right? Now that's the difference. Here you should understand that those are college kids with already genius. They have a genius within them, and that is why they are even if you I mean, they have dropped out not from a local college, they dropped out from Stanford or Harvard, So that's why they are. I mean, in order to get there itself, they are already genius. And they dropped out after experimenting with something. They found their potential in it, and that is why they dropped out. And not like, someone who is in our locality going to a local college and then, dropping out from there. It's very incomparable. Now, coming back to the question, do not get worried about when you see that a college kid is doing this or that. Let them do. You, whether you are in your 40s or 50s or 60s, you can start at any time. Okay. Now, you can do what you want to do in your career, whether it is a business or even entering a new career for that matter. You can do it at any time. It should never be a constraint for that, because if you don't do that at that time, imagine you lying in your deathbed at the age of 89 or 90 thinking, oh my god, if only I had started this at the age of 53, I would have got the Nobel Prize by now. I don't want you to die with that regret, do you? So do whatever you feel is the right at any time of your life, and I'm sure that will be the greatest decision that you take for yourself. Do not worry or bother about what others think about your age. Others who crib about your age, I'm telling you, they are in a even more sad situation than us. They can only crib at least. But if you are in your 50s, you are able to do this, you are amazing, you are fantastic. You need not even bother about what others think about you. All right, so with that, I'll see you in the next video. Keep rocking, and do subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more about women entrepreneurship, leadership, and success stories. Do check out all the ventures I have listed in the YouTube profile. See you in the next video. This is me, Dr. CeevEee, signing off.